Would everyone please rise for the play of our national anthem, performed by our Lafayette County C1 High School Concert Band under the direction of Mrs. Kelly Ruther. Graduates, you may be seated. Good afternoon. I'm Todd Whitney, the high school principal. On behalf of the students, staff, administration of the Lafayette County C1 School District, I want to welcome you to this occasion for celebration. We are here today to honor 63 students by witnessing the confirmation of diplomas on the members of the graduating class of 2022. This ceremony is held to recognize these students for their successful completion of high school. I would like to bring to your attention one error in our program on the very back. Senior Micah Gregg should have an indication of receiving a National Technical Honor Society Cord. If you'd please note that, I appreciate that. I would like to take this opportunity to offer a special thank you to the following individuals and businesses for their help in making today's ceremony special for our students. Mrs. Cindy Bentley, Mrs. Michelle Summers, Mr. Darrell Jeffries, Mr. Jim Padley and the C1 maintenance staff, My Sister's Garden Flower Shop, Mrs. Brandy Bennett, and Mr. James Hinkle and Sounds Like Video. His organization will be streaming this ceremony live on Facebook that you can go back and view at a later time. At this time, I would like to introduce our guests on the stage. President of the Board of Education, Mr. Benton Williams. Vice President of the Board of Education, Mr. Steve Dyer. Secretary of the Board of Education, Mrs. Nikki Bennett. Board Member, Mr. Brent Schlotzauer. Board Member, Mr. Dan Rumsey. Board Member, Mrs. Gina Coral. And Board Member, Mr. Don Kennedy. Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Aaron Nitmire. And High School Counselor, Mrs. Cindy Bentley. Thank you very much for your service to our district. Would all past or present Lafayette County C1 school faculty, staff, or board members please stand and be recognized. Thank you for your dedication and service to our students and community. I would like to recognize the parents, guardians, grandparents, everyone that has had a hand in getting these graduates to this point in their young lives. This today is the product of your hard work. I know that for many, this is one of your proudest days since their birth. Let us celebrate today. But please do not think that your hard work is done. They will now begin a new chapter of their lives. They still need you. There are still many unknowns that lie in front of them. College, careers, finances, securing homes, starting their own families. These are just a few of the experiences that still lie ahead for this class that will require your guidance and expertise. It is my hope that you will always be there for them in their time of need. As these graduates move forward, don't feel sorry or fear for these kids because the world they're heading into is not what it used to be. It's not what we entered into in our time. Don't be scared for these graduates, but be honored that you were here, that you were chosen to parent this generation that is facing some of the biggest challenges known to our nation and the world. For some, it is hard today to see them as anything but the sweet young children that you raised. But they were born for such a time. They will rise to the challenges that await them. Author Alan Cohen once said, "It takes a lot of courage to release the familiar and seemingly secure, to embrace the new. But there is no real security in what is no longer meaningful. There is more security in the adventurous and exciting. For in movement there is life, and in change there is power." Class of 22, both together and individually, you have reached an inevitable point of change in your lives. Today is not so much about what has been, but more importantly, about what will be. You can choose to remain what you have become or face the challenges of who and what you are becoming. No longer should you rely on your high school identity, but reward yourself with the gift of transformation. You will now have the freedom and responsibility to become your potential selves. Graduates, as you look back at the time you've spent here at Lafayette County, it is evident that this class has been very successful. As individuals, as groups, as teams, we've all experienced that with you. You have achieved much in these last 13 years. There's a tremendous amount of potential in this class of 63 that sits before us. And we of the Lafayette County C1 School District are very proud to have had the opportunity to work with you and be part of your formal education. Thank you for giving me that opportunity. I would now like to introduce our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Aaron Nitmire, who will offer some comments.
As Mr. Whitney said, my name is Aaron Nitmire. I'm the Superintendent of Schools for the Lafayette County C1 School District, and on behalf of myself and the Board of Education and the staff of Lafayette County C1 School District, I want to welcome everyone here today for this wonderful ceremony. Graduates, I sat in that seat 23 years ago, and it has been my honor to be employed here for the last 11 years as a staff member. That means I've seen you from your primary elementary grades all the way through middle school, culminating with today's graduation from high school. But today isn't the greatest measure of our collective success and hard work. Rather, it's what you're going to do with the rest of your life. How you choose to impact the world, how you choose to treat others, how you choose to treat the least of these among us. So on behalf of myself and those on the stage with me, let me be the first to congratulate you and wish you well in your future endeavors.
Thank you, Mr. Nitmire. At this time, I would like to welcome the Blue and Gold Singers and Women's Choir to perform, under the direction of Mrs. Sarah Cook, accompanied by Mr. Matt Limbach.
Won't you tell me, maybe someday, maybe some way we'll meet again. For you're a part of me. With you I can be strong, and you believe in me. With you
Thank you, Mrs. Cook and the Husker Choirs. I've heard that song now for many years, and every year I sit back here and I just listen. And I hope you guys had a chance to listen to that and take the words into meaning. Very fitful for the moment. Thank you. At this time, we would like to recognize our honor graduates. Would the following students please stand and be recognized? Students recognized as cum laude with a GPA of 3.85 to 3.99. Krista Atkin. Logan Cunningham. Micah Gregg. And Joseph Otero. Congratulations. Students recognized as magna cum laude with a GPA of 4.0 to 4.19. Mason Craig. Reagan Craig. Lauren Cunningham. Zachary Dickmeyer. Brianna Furking. Austin Guard. Katie Gibson. Macy Lee. Franklin Otero. Mason Rumsey. Naomi Saucedo. And Savannah Skinner. Thank you. Congratulations. We'd like to recognize one student as summa cum laude with a GPA of 4.2 or above, Mr. Charles Grimke. Congratulations, Charles. Job well done. Would also like to recognize two graduates that are pursuing the call to serve our nation through the U.S. military. If you would please stand and be recognized. Miss Macy Lee. Macy is enlisted in the Missouri National Guard. And Mr. Keegan Todd. Keegan is in the process of enlisting in the United States Army. Congratulations. I now have the privilege of introducing two very special individuals selected from the senior class to speak before us today. Our first speaker is Miss Lauren Cunningham. Lauren, please come forward. Lauren is the daughter of Matt and Christina Cunningham. During high school, Lauren has been involved in National Honor Society, cross country, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, track, and student council. Her plans are to attend State Fair Community College to study special education. Lauren Cunningham.
Good afternoon or evening. I hope everyone can hear me. I'm not quite sure if I walked up the right stairs or not. I'm still a little new to this whole graduation thing, but we made it. And I'm sure you've heard it a gazillion times already, and you'll hear it a gazillion times more these next couple weeks. But we did. We made it, and some of us might have skeethed by a little bit, did a little more living than they did catching up on the grades, and some of us might have focused a little too much on the grades than they did living. But we're here, and we're sitting in these seats. And while I wish I could ramble on about all the great things you will experience in this life, because you will. But you see, I can't just stop there, because there's something so much more that you have to know. And so I'd like to take you on a short trip down memory lane of my experience in cross country during high school. I started running for like an organized team my freshman year for cross country, and I didn't quite know what I was doing. I was still learning the ropes and training through the season and cutting down time and even figuring out what that even meant. I thought that I was going to run a 40-minute 5K. I ran like a 26, so that was kind of new. But as we got close to the end of the season, my coach gave me a glimmer of hope that, hey, I think you can make it out of districts. You know, newbie freshman didn't really know what that meant, but I was like, sure, let's try for it. And I did. Freshman year, I made it to state, which was pretty cool. And so sophomore year, I expected to do the same thing, or at least that was my hope and my intention. And I did, a second time. And then junior year, you're rolling and you're like, okay, I got this thing. I've got it figured out and I know what I'm doing. And I did again. So senior year comes by. And for athletes, you know that this is the big year. This is it. You've trained 4 years of your life, and this is your last chance. And can I tell you, friends, that 2 weeks into the season, I landed an injury with a bum ankle. I wasn't able to rotate it up or down, and it got worse and worse. And so I took a risk of getting out of shape to be able to actually run on it one last time for districts. One last time, let's do it. Let's go and let's make it to state for my senior year. And boy, did I try. Man, that district race, I gave it everything until I was white in the face. And I found myself at the finish line, 36th place, where I needed to be 30th. And I hope you can see what I'm doing here, friends, because you can have a goal, great, wonderful goals, but you have to have something that sustains you more than that. Because what happened on that district day, as I was looking at my tent with tears streaming down my face, they weren't tears of anger or disappointment. They were tears of gratitude. You see, because this race wasn't everything to me. Yes, it was an amazing experience and a great time and a cherry on top, but it was just an aspect of my life. It wasn't my entire life. So here's what I would like to encourage you with today, is that wherever you go, whether it's college, whether it's a trade school or a job or to pursue a family, or to have that dream home that you have on your Pinterest boards, because girls, I know you have them, I do, is that there's something more to life than just the things that you're striving for. You have to have an intention and a person you're doing it for, and a purpose. The satisfaction and the joy that we so desperately desire is not meant to be filled by things, because things will only get you halfway. They're meant to be filled by your Creator. And for some of you, you may not know what that means or really understand, or you might have some questions and doubts with that too. That's okay. But please know that true love, purpose, identity, and the peace that you're searching for when you go and pursue these endeavors, the gospel has it all. Investigate and see for yourself. I plead you to do yourself that honor. Because you have to have that joy in yourself before you'll find it anywhere else. And there's a difference in just knowing that the gospel is the answer. And that's where you can miss it. You can't just know that. You have to trust in it. His message. To all who believed and received, he gave the right to become. It's the greatest thing you can ever strive for in this life. And it's something that you don't have to earn. I want you all to have the same peace and joy that I can have. And when you get those things, or even when you don't get those things, like my state cross country, I pray that you would seek for meaning in your life beyond just things and titles. So today I congratulate you all, because we're moving on to another season of life, and for some of us this might be the last time we see each other for a very long while. I celebrate you, or celebrate with you, but most of all I encourage you to chase after life, and not just life, but life to the fullest, found in Him.
Thank you, Lauren. Our next senior to speak is Miss Macy Lee. Macy is the daughter of Phil and Shelley Lee. During high school, Macy has been involved in National Honor Society, volleyball, basketball, track, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and FCCLA. Macy is enlisted in the Missouri National Guard and will attend basic training later this summer at Fort Jackson, South Carolina. Next fall, she will attend Truman State University to study education. Miss Macy Lee.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Macy Lee, and I was given the opportunity to speak to all of you here today. I would like to thank Mr. Whitney for allowing me to give this speech, and my mom for all of her advice on it. I may not have always seemed to appreciate the advice, but it was always helpful. I also appreciate the support of all of my family and friends, as well as the teachers, staff, and school board members who make this school what it is today. Graduates, looking back at all of the time that we spent together, I can honestly say that I am thankful that I experienced high school with all of you. Remember our freshman year walking in the hallway as high schoolers for the first time and having to share a locker, which, by the way, did you guys realize that the freshmen this year and maybe last year, they didn't have to share lockers? I don't think that's fair. But anyways, it seems surreal that earlier this week, we all cleaned out our lockers and walked through the hallways one last time as high school students. There is no other group that I would have wanted to go through these past 4 years with. There were ups and downs, of course, but what is important is that we all made it here in one piece. Take a second and look at the people sitting beside you. We share one thing in common that no one else ever will. We are members of the graduating class of 2022 from Lafayette County C1. It is important that as we all move away and move on from high school, that we remember the people that we were with and the experiences that we shared while here. Countless friendships were made inside of these hallways and classrooms, many of which will last a lifetime. I am so thankful to have gotten to know you all, and I will keep the memories that we made close to me forever, and I hope that you guys will do the same. I'm not going to stand up here and lecture you or give you life advice, because at the end of this speech, I'm still just an 18-year-old girl, fresh out of high school, who procrastinated writing her speech. I finished it a couple hours ago, and I have no business telling you how to live your life. I know you hear that from your parents every day anyways. I know I do. But I will share a quote that I found while writing this speech. It says, "The only real mistake is the one from which we learn nothing." I won't lie and say that none of us will ever make mistakes in our lives. We all are human, and no one here is perfect, so mistakes are bound to happen. However, it is important to remember that our mistakes don't have to define our lives, and that each one is a learning opportunity. As you enter the next phase of your life, be sure to continue to learn and grow, and don't be afraid to make mistakes and become a better person. Classmates, today is an important and emotional day for all of us. It is the end of an era and the beginning of a new one. As we go forward, don't forget to take a second to look around at everything that you've accomplished and be proud of yourself. As you hear your name called and you walk across the stage later, take a second and remember the people who helped you get to where you are and helped you become who you are. They are all proud of you for making it here, and you should be proud of yourself. We have all accomplished something great by making it here, and I know that as we continue moving forward in life, we will all continue to accomplish great things. Thank you.
Thank you, Macy. All right, graduates, we ready to get this going? Here we go, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, families and graduates are welcome to use the stage area immediately afterwards for pictures if you'd like. As the principal of Lafayette County C1 High School, I verified that the students before us have completed the requirements for graduation as specified by the state of Missouri and the Lafayette County C1 Board of Education. It is an honor to present the class of 2022 to the Board of Education that they may now receive their Lafayette County C1 High School diplomas. Will the first row please rise? Come on up, Sam.
Samuel Orrin Addington. Krista K. Atkin. Levi Keaton Aversman. Corbin Thane Berkseeker. Mason Riley Craig. Gabriel Christian Lee Batances. Reagan Shay Craig. Heidi Grace Crawford. Logan Matthew Cunningham. Lauren Christine Cunningham. Jack Alexander Davenport. Dasani Liddell Dawkins. Zachary James Dickmeyer. Brianna Claire Furkeen. Kaiser Jaden Gan Vega. Austin David Gard. Catherine Lynn Gibson. Micah Alexander Graham. Micah James Gregg. Charles Henry Grumke. Dakota Jordan Benton Hall. Hannah Grace Hawthorne. Brady Michael Hayes. Gianna Naomi Haynes. Braylon G. Heathman. Christopher Hernandez. Terrell James Johnson. Haley Elizabeth Kaltoff Arbogast. Sierra Louise Kelly. Daniel Dean Lawson. Macy Renee Lee. Chambray Rose Lewis. Keaton Gage Owen Lynch. Blaney Derek Madison. Madeline Kate McBride. Kinlan Patricia Miller. Owen Thomas Myrick. Ethan Joseph Now. Gabriel Curtis Nevels. Franklin William Otero. Joseph Nelson Otero. Madeline Alicia Otero. Avery Colleen Payne. Garrett London Pemberton. Catherine Hickox Rectorman. Mason Benjamin Rumsey. Gabriel Vincent Ryan. Naomi Saucedo Gonzalez. Olivia Lynn Rose Scovell. Savannah Lauren Skinner. Odessa Cheyenne Smith. Braden Michael Sonstergaard. Kanan Presley Souder. Keegan Howard Todd. Christopher James Torno Charles. Logan Christopher Weaver. Carly Michelle Wellman. Caitlin Cheyenne Marie Williams. Jordan Nicole Wing. Donovan Alexander Wood. Tatiana Elizabeth Michelle Wood.
Class of 2022, during these past 13 years, you have had many challenges, many successes. You have spent these years gathering a foundation of knowledge and information to be successful in the many opportunities that lie before you. You have represented your school and community proudly. It is expected that you will continue to do so as you pursue your future goals. On behalf of the Lafayette County C1 Board of Education, teachers, community, we wish you the very best in all that you desire. Graduates, please rise. You may move your tassels. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to present the Lafayette County C1 High School graduating class of 2022. Chris and Keegan, take them out.